Okay, this is my finished guitar, so it's taken me quite a long time to get to this point. A couple of hours work to get from starting tracing it to all the detail being on here, and it took me a while to work out how to do some of the shapes. So I'm going to show you a few ways that I've done these last details, just hoping that it might save you some time. So if I zoom in on different areas, I'll try and explain a few different points. If this works, right. So if you go to the neck of the guitar, the top part where the tuning pegs are, that shape for the tuning peg was quite easy. I just drew in a square or rectangle, and then I went down here and I converted it to curves so I could change the shape of the sides. Get the node tool, the white tool, hold down the control key, and you can just curve these two sides. And obviously that's a bit big, but it basically, now you can make it into the shape of a little peg and turn it round as you wish. So that's the tuning peg. On the top of the guitar here you can see some writing. Brush Script was the font that I found worked best for that word Pacifica. That matches quite well to that original one. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And then you can use any block text to add the word Yamaha as text. Any sort of strong capitalised text will work for that. This little logo, I just took a few minutes just to draw by hand. So I drew the circle, I drew all the little lines in. So you can have a go at doing that yourself, but it's just a bit fiddly. I just drew one shape and copied it 3 times to make the design there. That is quite a lot of detail in that if you feel like you want to do that a little bit. There's a lot of circles on the guitar, lots of little circles that form part of the structure, and are things like screws holding it together. Sometimes they're just solid colours, sometimes I've used metallic effects to try and make it look a bit more realistic. So when you're working on those, if I zoom in a bit, don't forget to copy and paste. Just do one and then copy and paste it lots of times and put it in the right places. So when I had these groups of 6, you can group them into a group of 6 and then copy and paste them all together to make life easier for you. Down at the bottom of the guitar here, there are some interesting shapes where the strings are actually held in place. That sort of U shape there, I made that using a square to show you this one. And then if you go to convert to curves again, this is really useful, this convert to curves tool. Get the node tool. This time I'm going to add some points, so hold down control, click to add 4 dots on this row, this line here, and then take the innermost 2 dots and drag them into the body of the rectangle, and then you can get a U shape. It's just a bit of fiddling around to get it straight. That isn't quite right. That does take quite a lot of time. You can zoom right in to make life easier for yourself. That's it. So I did one like that, and I then rotated it and resized it and played around with the line size and all sorts of things to get it right. That's not bad actually though. And then I copied and pasted it 6 times across there. So if you want that sort of U shape where the string disappears into the end of the guitar, that's how I achieved that. And otherwise I think that's all the details that I need to go over. Are the frets. These lines that are on the neck of the guitar, they're quite hard to space out neatly because they get narrower and narrower down here. They're more spaced out at the top, and there's about 22 lines there I think. So in the end I just traced them over here. I drew them over these lines, dragged around them in a group, and then moved them across to my guitar, and that was the easiest way to do that. So that's how I did the frets. Okay, well, good luck, and I hope you enjoy making your own version of this guitar.